Look at this before and after, you know what I'm saying? Like, boom, I took her from a bob yesterday to hair down her back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like whatever spin that you have to put on it.
Yeah.
Because it's all marketing.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what people don't, they're scared of the word marketing. You know what I'm saying?
Welcome to the Flipping Tables podcast, where we challenge limiting beliefs and flip the tables on perspectives that may be holding us back. I'm your host, Tany and Jay, and as always, if you like what we're doing over here, I want you to do me a quick favor, right? Just hit this little button I'm holding in my hand right here, right? Now, if you really like me, I want you to click this little thing down here, right? It's called the subscribe button. Just click it, see what happens. Now, if you absolutely love me, I want you to do one more thing. I want you to tell an auntie, an uncle, maybe a long-lost relative that you're watching the best podcast on the planet. Now, today I have a very special guest, but as you folks know, I'm actively trying to get better at networking. So I'm gonna ask the same question I've asked for 10 episodes in a row right now. When you go out to a networking event and you're connecting with people, and you see that one person that you're trying to meet up with, you walk up to them, what do you say?
Man, actually, I'm very strategic about it.
Oh, okay. There's a process.
Yeah, it's a process for me.
Okay.
So first, I pay attention to who they're talking to, and I go talk to that person.
Oh.
And then I reference, so I just saw you talking to Mike. Boom, right?
I like this. Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So I get the scoop early.
Yeah.
And then when I go talk to Mike, now I got something. So like, let's say if Mike told him, just pick my son up from AAU. I'm like, oh shit. So when I talk to Mike, man, bro,
you have like a connecting point.
Exactly, there. Right? Now, I hate taking my son to AAU.
I feel like I just got a black belt and I'm writing this down. See, ladies and gentlemen, I have a pen in my hand on purpose. I'm going to be taking notes in this episode. I've never had a pen before, so just so you know.
There we go. Come on,
I had a feeling this would be like one of those conversations.
I feel appreciated already, bro. You know how many gems I drop on a daily?
Oh, I hope today's one of those days too. That's crazy. Appreciate you coming out for this podcast. And real quick, back to that point real quick. I just want to, tie a bow on it. Is it kind of similar to like how they used to do it back in the day with the pickup community? Like if you see a girl, right, that you really like, you're not supposed to go directly to her.
Go talk to her friend.
Theoretically, of course. You're supposed to talk to her friend and get attraction like, oh, why is he not giving me attention?
Exactly.
That kind of thing?
Well, not really. Because you have to know your why. Okay. So my why is I need to get something to give me a reference point to have a conversation with him.
Gotcha.
So if I don't have an end, then I might already know what he does and know what I need to get from him. Mm-hmm. But I don't have nothing to talk to him about. Why would he want to have a conversation with me?
How do you feel like I don't want to say the average person. Yeah, let's say the average person. That's fine. Mm-hmm. Like the average person approaches like those conversations. Do you feel like they do it? How would you say they do it?
Well,
I don't put words in your mouth. How would you say they do it?
A little hazardly. Is that a word? If it's not a word, it's about to be a word. We're going to put that in the dictionary.
I wrote it down so it counts.
Well, no, because if you think about it, like yourself, right?
Yeah.
We didn't really have a talking point till we were in that same room.
That's true.
When we're in that same room, now it's like, because at first I'm like, yo, is this nigga a doctor? like why is he? Did he just get out of surgery and he's here? Like, damn, Chance really got a draw. Like this nigga got blood on his hands. It's like, yo, like I could not miss the summit.
He got a whole doctor on staff right now, just in case anything goes.
Hey, man, shit goes left.
Yeah,
y'all niggas get to shooting. I got somebody. But no, it's like, honestly, I told my homie, I'm like, yo, that's genius though, because he gives everyone else a target point. Yo, Doc, what's up?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That was the approach. It was honestly because, like I said before, I'm going to stop saying I'm not the best at it. I think I'm getting better at it as far as like networking and talking to people. Mm-hmm. But it was kind of like to break the ice or help people break the ice, right? If they wanted to approach me, it's not like, hey, buddy, what do you do? It's just more so, you a doctor? I already have a script ready. I was like, yes, I save podcast. You know what I mean? I had like a script ready. So it was an easy way to kind of segue into a conversation.
Okay.
Yeah. So in your line of work, how important is networking?
Very, extremely.
Okay.
Extremely.
What's that?
It's the number one thing that I want to do.
Okay.
Reason being is because I'm in Cleveland, right? And there's not a lot of this going on. You know what I mean? Like,
is that why LeBron left? I'm sorry, I just had to say it. I just want to put it out there.
This is kicking me in the nuts, like right on like right at the beginning, huh? Just, now we're friends. Like, oh, okay, this is what we're doing. Early, no problem. But no,
like the networking scene is not as
okay, so it's for what I do.
Okay.
For what I do, I have to get out of my market and go where it's at.
Can you please tell people what you do? I was trying to make it a mystery.
Okay.
Kind of like go around it, but
hey, my name is
getting like looks.
All right. So my name is Jay Fogle, and I'm an overall creative. I call myself the lead nerd of local tech and marketing, which is a advertising and marketing company.
I like that. Yeah. You said that really fast though. Say it one more time. Local tech and marketing. Local tech and marketing. I like it. So as far as local tech and marketing, like what aspects do you cover? Because when someone says I'm in marketing, to me,
yes,
I wouldn't say I'm like the smartest or like the dumbest, but I'm like, okay, what does that mean? You know what I mean?
Well, we were always taught that marketing was a bad thing. You know what I mean? Like from the earliest of ages, because we never really paid attention to it.
In what sense do you think we were taught like it's a bad thing?
Well, the ways that we were marketed to in our community always seemed like it was a hassle, right?
Yeah.
When you think about the earliest of companies, think about how we look at multi-level marketing, right? Yeah. We're like, oh, you about to, it's a get rich quick scheme. Here you go. No, I don't want to come to your meetup. Like,
I'm not joining your team.
Exactly. I'm not in your downline. You know, so, but it's not.
Yeah.
How else is people going to know about that product, service, or that thing that you have to offer, right? If you're not marketing it.
100%, yeah.
So that's where we kind of like fall short at. If you think about how a lot of our businesses fail within the first year, it's because we'll spend $100,000 to launch it, and then we never pour gas in the tank for the
actual thing to move.
Like we built the car. It's like, yo, the rims look amazing, don't they? Like,
where are we going next?
All right, man, let's go to the street. Ooh.
Now, do you think that's out of like fear, or do you think that's just not knowing? Because as you're saying it, right, I thought it was just not knowing, but now I'm actually thinking, do you think it was like ingrained in our head that it's a bad thing and now we're not doing it because of fear?
I don't think it was prioritized. We're taught to start the business. We're taught to put the t-shirts on. We're taught all of that stuff, right? Yeah. You gotta Google, where to get it printed out at and all this stuff, right? But we're not taught to advertise it. We want to post it and pray that something happens. We want to put our thing somewhere and hope that people are attracted to it. And that's not how it works. Your friends and family are going to get, like burnt out within the first month. And then what? You know what I mean? Like,
so true.
Now you looking like, oh man, like now you mad at your whole community because they not supporting you. Well, you ain't telling nobody that you was open. What's the address?
And you said something key there. What is the difference between like posting and advertising?
Okay, so posting can actually be viewed as advertising. It's a certain level of advertising, right? But then you have to be careful with social media because people will start looking at you a certain way. It's like, now every time they see a post, they just like, oh, this nigga go again. Another flyer? Let me guess, you're doing another party. Oh, okay. Right? But because they're not leading with the value. So that's why like understanding how advertising works now has changed, because now we're constantly looking at ads from people. If you think about how many ads you actually see when you scroll through your timeline, you'll be like, yo, like you will get tired of counting. Like in a 24-hour
number. I'm curious. Did it have like a number on that? Because I felt, as you're saying, I feel like I run into a lot of ads.
Depends on how many accounts you're following, but think about it. Everybody's selling something.
100%.
Right? So you have to get creative. That's just like how we were just talking about the 40-year-old rapper thing, right? Yeah. That's creative marketing. You got me.
I see.
So if you're not thinking outside the box, posting a flyer ain't gonna do it no more. Pay somebody to teach you a marketing strategy. And that's where the disconnect is, because when it comes down to really like putting somebody in place, like, okay, you know what? I don't know what I'm doing here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let me hire someone that does that. Even if you don't, that's just like when I came in, I asked you questions.
Yeah.
Put yourself in proximity of people who got the answers. But sometimes you have to pay to be in that proximity. Just like we were in that room.
Yeah.
It was like, yo, like we paid good money to be in that room. Like
100%. Yeah, definitely.
So that's where the disconnect is with us, because there wasn't, in my opinion, a proper level of importance placed on that until recently, until COVID, I would say.
Yeah.
Because
had a little more time to themselves to think.
And now everyone wants to be an entrepreneur, not really understanding what it takes to be an entrepreneur. Like, this shit ain't for the weak.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you really have to have a tough stomach, because it's some days where it's like, okay, I ain't getting no sales. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Like man.
You can't like clock in, do your job and go home and you get a paycheck. Like, you actually have to make sure the mission gets complete.
Bro,
you're not just there to do a role.
It's a different kind of hunger. But understanding that the reward is going to come with the consistency.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The overall vision, having the right people around you, your proper diet, meaning not what you're eating, but what you're taking in.
Wait, expand on that. That was low key a gem there.
So come on, I told you, man, that pen is going to be busy, baby.
I got the pen.
No, because think about what your diet consists of when it comes to information, right? I think coming down here, was my first time really listening to a CD in a minute. And I listened to the Killer Mike. Killer Mike got some fire.
Love. So shout out to Killer Mike, one of the most underrated rappers of all time. I said it.
Yeah, that CD is amazing.
And my goodness, Killer Mike, I don't know how he's so slept on. It's ridiculous.
Yo, I will say that, that CD is amazing. But because I had to pay attention to my diet, I had to pay attention to what I was allowing to influence.
I'm Tany and Jay, your podcasting ally. Have you ever felt that podcasting is a logistical nightmare? It's not all the glamour and deep conversations. You're nodding, aren't you? Coordinating with guests, handling the technical stuff, editing for hours on end. And when you've done all that, there's that daunting task of getting your podcast across multiple platforms. Overwhelming, isn't it? But hold on. What if there's a way to make podcasting painless? Introducing Podcasters on Demand. It's like having a dedicated remote podcast producer at your fingertips, ready to handle all your needs. Wherever you are, wherever your guest is, we've got you covered. We'll take care of all your audio and video editing. You get to focus on what you do best, creating engaging content. And when you're ready, we'll send over your podcast to over 20 audio platforms, and we'll even help you out with YouTube. But wait, there's more. We optimize your YouTube podcast, episode title, and description for maximum viewership. We even do thumbnails. Your audience will find you effortlessly. So are you ready to turn podcasting into a breeze? It's time to get your producer on. What are you usually consuming?
For the most part, ebooks, podcasts about, business, you know what I mean? Like different marketing strategies. Things like that. Yeah. How people look at money, because I feel like there's a real shift about to happen. So I'm trying to be ahead of the curve, but you have to learn.
Shift. You've been kind of saying that a couple of times, and I got to hear about this. So what do you think? Okay, I guess two-pronged question. What do you think the shift is, and what do you think is causing the shift?
Well, our standing in the United States is going to shift. So, oh boy!
Is it kind of like going back to like the COVID?
Listen, here we go. We're about to go viral again, guys.
Yes.
So this is the thing, guys. We're quick to pay attention to anything entertainment based, right? Mm-hmm. What we're not paying attention to is the way that we're viewed on a global scale. This is why my business strategy is more global than local.
Okay.
Even though my company is local. My business strategy changed when I realized that, like as a whole, if I don't start thinking about expanding my brand outside of the United States, then I'm going to be handcuffed by whatever happens within the United States. With the digital currency coming in, with BRICS, with every...
You said BRICS?
Yes.
BRICS meaning...
Oh,
I'm a little slow, bro.
You're from Africa. You got to understand what BRICS is. Okay, I'll explain.
Yes.
So
I was like, BRICS?
What BRICS is Brazil, Russia, India. No, Brazil, Russia, India, Saudi Arabia, and China.
Okay.
They came together to create their own currency. Now they've expanded to, instead of it just being those 5, now it's 21 different countries.
How long did it take to go from 5 to 21?
Bro, less than 6 months.
Oh, okay. 20 plans to expand, I'm assuming?
So let me explain. So what BRICS is they're coming together to, and they're agreeing to use, right now they're using the Chinese yen as their overall currency. So they're no longer trading in the US dollar.
So it's like the standard essentially.
Correct.
Okay.
Now, if the American dollar is at the standard, then what's going to happen to the American dollar?
As it okay, I got you.
Right? Yeah. A tank of gas is going to cost you $100. You know what I'm saying? Like a gallon, as opposed to $3 a gallon. So, but we're not thinking about that, right? Because right now our eye is so far off the ball that no, we just want to be entertained, not realizing that like the world around us is evolving very fast, and where you are today may not be where you are tomorrow.
So at the most basic level, right? To give someone like practical information that it can use, because even looking at the internet, it can be like overwhelming, right? I've seen some good information. I've also seen things where it's like you go down a rabbit hole, and after you're like, "What did I just read?" kind of thing. Okay. So what suggestion would you give to someone watching right now, as far as like how to A, position themselves, or B, just what to do as far as just a few quick steps they can do to put themselves in a better position to not only be a little safer in the future, but also continuously learn and get better at, protecting themselves?
Watch what I would say. Pay attention to other countries, right? There's a you everywhere. Find that you in Africa. Find that you in India. Find that you in these different pockets. Yeah. And pay attention. You know what I mean? Like I watch the BBC News, right? I watch these other countries, especially in those BRIC countries, to really have a clear understanding, because for me, sometimes it's just important to understand why, certain things are happening. And then once you understand the why, then it's like, okay, cool. How can I better serve my family first? You know what I'm saying? Like, how can we position ourselves? Well, for me, it was, let me understand how the yen works. Let me understand how the stock market works. Let me understand all of this stuff. Because once I have an understanding of that, those are things that I can actually like control from here. Yeah. Bet I could start investing more in crypto. I could start investing more in all these different things, but I have to learn more because we weren't taught these things in school. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you have to position yourself in places where you can learn these different strategies and not be afraid to pay somebody to cut the line. You know what I mean? Like,
no, I 100% agree. And for me, one of the hardest lessons, hardest things in entrepreneurship, like in general, is that I find it difficult to let go of things and let other people handle it. So what I've been doing lately, not only have I been getting a little better at that, I've actually been, I guess in a way, for lack of a better term, been outsourcing some of the information. Like, for example, someone that's really into like BBC America or whichever BBC, right? I'll let them just go down that rabbit hole. And maybe periodically, every month, I'll ask them to give me the feedback. Because sometimes I just feel like it's so much coming in.
Well, no, that's smart because you're allowing them to filter it.
Yeah, because I'm like, I've watched the news on accident last week. I just remember looking like,
depressed.
My head was like, I felt like dizzy. It was a weird feeling. I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that again.
It'll depress you if you pay attention to it.
It was just negative. And in my head, I know, but maybe subconsciously, I'm just like, oh, this is... Okay, bro, it's bad.
But you know what though? There's I know I'm normally charged for this a little bit.
Notepads.
But no, like go on ChatGPT.
Yeah.
And just search the key phrases. You know what I mean? Like how would the BRICS affect a podcaster in the United States? Right?
Okay. I like this.
Ask GPT certain questions. Yeah. Read the output.
How often do you use AI?
Oh, I use a lot of AI. So even if you open up the local app, LOKUL 3.1 if you have an iPhone,
I like it.
I have a link in there where you can actually like check out. There's 800 different AIs in there, and you just search what you're trying to do, and there's an AI for that.
You said, I'm sorry, the local app, it's going to be there?
Yes. Okay. LOKUL 3.1. Let me make sure I didn't hit my phone.
Oh, no, perfect.
Oh, I just want to make sure.
Oh, no, you're good. No, 100%.
No, I want to make sure the AI button is there. Hold on, because I think I got mad at my users and took it down one. Oh, it's there.
You put them on punishment?
Yeah. There you go.
And you actually get...
And they're most of them have a free trial.
Oh.
And they're all ranked based upon...
So how much time have you spent in the AI like rabbit hole? Because I feel
when
like,
it first dropped, man, like, oh, I was there, bro. Like I was the AI king.
Yeah.
Cause I mean, I'm a nerd, bro. Like, and once we kind of like lock in on something, especially when GPT came out, I wrote like 3 books. It was like, what? Like, man, yes.
He said 10-time author.
Hey, yo. But then it came down, it was other problems that presented themselves after that. But it was,
Oh, it's beautiful. I'm only geeking out about it because I went into a crazy rabbit hole since last year, October, maybe September. And probably till to this day, I am AI every day. I'm like waking up, what's new?
What's your favorite one?
It changes every single day, man. Mm-hmm. I've probably used every plugin. Have you used the plugins on ChatGPT yet?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna give you some gem. Notepad.
Let's go.
The best app or the best plugin by far on ChatGPT that would change the game for you is the Zapier app. You know Zapier?
Oh, yes.
The one that connects the apps?
Yes.
You can fully automate your entire system. I'm talking about social media posts. I'm talking about lead generation. Like, it'll know exactly what to do. If you get it set up right, you'll be completely hands off on your business.
Dude. Okay.
And I'm just like looking at it and I'm like, so you can connect this and this? Like, I haven't done all the connections that I have in my head because I'm like thinking crazy ideas now.
Bro.
But I want to get it to a point where it's just completely hands off and I just have to shake a hand and just bounce kind of thing.
Bro, hold on. I'm going to see that one.
And then pretty wild. Like even Zapier alone, when this came out like decades ago, was like the craziest thing when you could connect 2 different things. Like if someone clicks on this, they'll get this email. You're like, oh, that's really cool. But to have ChatGPT do that?
Yeah.
Oh my! And you train it the way you do it, and it talks like you now,
bro.
Completely changed the game.
Okay. So I'm going to see that one. Which one can I give you guys free? Looka is a good one.
Well, Looka,
Looka.
Wait, let me see if I know. Looka. Is that the logo or is it a different one?
Yeah.
I didn't tap into it, but I think I heard it in passing though.
All right. So think about Looka is that's the branding one. So a lot of people are looking to start a business.
Yeah.
What you do is you just put your business name in there and it creates the overall brand for you. So you could go in, you could change the branding colors, you could change the logo and all that stuff, but it creates a logo for you, everything out the gate, right? Yeah. Then there's another one called Durable. So you go to Looka, you create the brand.
Yeah.
Right? And then you go to Durable and you just say what you do and Durable will create your website.
How many people out of a job right now?
Listen, but hold on, wait. Not a lot of people, because what happens is it's hot at first.
Okay.
And then there's still going to be people who just want you to do it for them.
So essentially people's laziness is still going to leave the market wide open.
Yep.
Which I actually just realized and I absolutely love.
Yeah. Because you're still going to use the same tool. Yeah. The same tool I just told you about. Like, that's why it's okay to give out information now. It's okay. Like, just pour out, right?
Yeah.
Because somebody is going to pay you to repeat it. But just keep pouring.
That's a good perspective because I remember a couple years ago, like the biggest thing was, make sure you put that stuff behind a paywall. You know, they got to charge. If you want this information, you got to charge. But I feel like now, and I'm seeing it now, people are starting to see it. I started saying it, I want to say like last year, like, dude, just give it away. At the end of the day, like you're saying, most people aren't going to execute, number one, on the information. And people don't pay you for the information, they pay you for the organization. So at the end of the day, I'm like, just give that information. The perfect example, and shout out to that gentleman, Mr. Williams from the I Talk Gray podcast. He actually said that on our last podcast. Alex Hormozy, have you heard of him before?
I love Alex Hormozy, man.
His game alone is 10 times better than 95% of people's paid stuff.
Bro, did you see the last thing that he did?
The giveaway.
Bro, listen.
I cried. That's the first time.
Yo, listen. I sat at the computer for like 7 hours going through that course. And I was just like, yo, I'm going to have to run this back. You know what I'm saying? Because it was just like, yo, like.
There was no fluff in there. It was just bam, bam. Gem.
But you want to know why he's going to get away with that?
Why's that?
Because people don't listen very well. People don't listen very well. It's a reason why he didn't write all of that down.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a lot of content to take in, and however, I think it's still up, but in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
But then it's like, you realize that telling people it's okay. Like, in our culture, we want to hoard the information. We want to put it behind the paywall.
100%.
But you want to know who taught me a lesson on that?
Who's that?
Amazon.
How so?
Okay, so if you go to the Amazon app on TV, right?
Yeah.
They'll have all these movies there and all this stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll be watching it one day, and then there'll be this notification that say, "Hey, it's only here for 3 more days." And in your brain, you be like, I'll watch it before those 3 days. You think about that shit on the 7th day. You go back to watch it. Yeah. It's behind the paywall now. It's like, I
really want to watch it now.
I just wanted to watch Friday. Right?
It's true. It is true.
It was just free yesterday. Right? You mad, but who you gonna be mad at? You saw it while it was free.
100%.
So now you got to check yourself like, now if you equate that into our life, how many times have
what do you think
other
that
people
is,
done
though?
that?
What do you think that is about the psyche? Like, even taking the Alex Hormozy example, he probably knows just as well. Most people aren't even going to execute on the information. If you wanted to sell a product, he'd probably literally take a piece, package it, and just give it away.
How much would you pay for that class?
I would have paid everything in my bank account for that class, because that class alone would have made me all of it back. Because
now think about it. Now I'm about to walk you through this, right? Yeah. What did that class teach you?
The most important thing, which I didn't know how to put it in words until I read the book. Leads, like lead generation or advertising, I guess, but essentially it was lead.
It's one word, bro.
You said one word?
Yeah, one word.
One word.
One word.
What one word am I missing? I'm missing a word.
What's one word
to describe everything?
It sums it up.
I missed the word.
Mindset.
What is it?
Mindset.
Was that the word?
Think about
Okay.
Hold on, wait.
Yes.
It's the mindset behind how we look at getting leads, right? Because if you don't change your mindset and you go back to your old ways, you're going to keep getting your old results.
True.
What I took away from that whole class was we have to change our mindset, how we look at getting leads, right? Because we were taught, right? I went to the Dame Dash School of Business. So it was like, I was taking virtual notes. He was like my sensei. Didn't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, didn't really understand it. But at the end of the day, we went by what we thought we knew, especially if all you knew was like guerrilla marketing and stuff like that. And it's like, no, how to leverage other people's audience. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it takes us being okay with accepting a new thought process when it comes to that and implementing. But in order to do so, we have to change our mindset, because our mindset is the reason why we are where we are. Yeah. It's how we're all in the same, me and you are in the same boat, because we both were watching it and everything felt like a aha.
It was like clicking, like, it was almost like everything it wasn't, I wouldn't say very much like new information. It just, like you're saying, changed the way you looked at the current information you had. Mm-hmm. Like, you're looking at it from a different lens.
We had the wrong mindset.
Yeah.
And once we adapt that different mindset, then it opens it up to like, oh shit, I was doing it wrong. Let me try this.
That is so deep. You know what's really funny that you said that is because it wasn't because of this. It might have been his last book, actually. I had one of those moments, that aha you're talking about, because I used to look at sales as like an aggressive, like pushy thing, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm not naturally that person that's aggressive and pushy. So I was actively teaching myself how to be that, when in actuality, what he was saying was be what I originally was. So I was a little frustrated. Like, so I did all this work to go back to what I was already, and it worked 10 times better. But I was just like, after all that work.
Because people got to trust you to buy from you.
100%. And that's the way I wanted to sell. But all the quote unquote gurus years ago were like, no, you just follow up quick, follow up. You just got to position it. Straight face, make eye contact with them. Yep. don't say anything. Don't say anything first. And
wait. Gosh, you know, make sure they say the first word.
I'm like, what? This is just awkward. Now we're just staring at each other, and it's just awkward. But to see it, how it's changed, I absolutely love the way to sell today because number one, I feel like it's more natural, as opposed to everything being so technical, like it was before, as far as like sales training. Well,
because we have a better understanding of business for the most part, and then if I'm
really like the business owner or the consumer?
Business owner.
Okay.
But then even the consumer side, right?
Yeah.
Because now hopefully they're starting to understand that, like, you know what? I need to get in front of his platform, right? In order to get in front of his audience, then I have to appeal to him, which means I have to spend some money.
Yeah.
So cool. You're okay with the transaction. Now let's just talk about the numbers.
Do you feel like people still feel the same way they used to about sales? Because as far as I remember back, sales was kind of looked at as
people hate being sold. Well, it is, but people hate being sold, right? So, you know, me and my lady, we were having a conversation and I'm like, yo, like, just talk normal. You know what I'm saying? It goes back to, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like, just talk to people like they're people. Because if I think you're reading off of a script, I'm going to shut you down. It's like, no, like, I'll hang up on you.
Are you happy with your current provider right now?
I worked for AT&T for years, right?
And what were you doing for AT&T?
Sales. But we used to have to make calls. Like before we could hit the sales floor, we had to make like 10 calls, right? And then my success rate started going up and people couldn't figure it out because like I'm naturally like, I'm an asshole for real. Like seriously, like I know me, you know what I'm saying? Like you got to be okay with yourself.
Yeah.
But my sales approach changed because I wasn't being successful doing what y'all taught. When I'm that guy, you don't trust me. But when I'm just me and I'm just talking, I'm like, look, man, hey, look, I know you probably saw that I'm calling from AT&T, but I got to do this to save my job. If you give me like 32 seconds, if you're not interested, I'll hang up. You won't hear from me no more. But if I could just get that 32 seconds out of you, you know what I'm saying? Like just to do my pitch, is that cool? And most people are like, yeah, go right ahead, bro.
It's so disarming. It's like, damn, this guy's open.
There it is. And I do that with every call. It's like, look, before you hang up.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Right? It's rinse and repeat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then like with other people, you know what I'm saying? You switch it up a little bit. Hey, real quick, Mike. Before you hang up, you know, this is AT&T. You don't owe us no money. You know what I'm saying? You don't owe us no money. I'm actually calling to hopefully save you some money. Yeah. Right? You got a couple seconds to hear hear what I got to say? Please, Mike, just help me say my job.
I think you were having fun with it.
Exactly. Because I got to be here and I got to do this.
Yeah.
But if I'm not having fun with it, then it's like I'm going to dread doing it.
I feel like that's not most people's experience with sales, though.
Then they're probably not going to be successful.
I was like in telemarketing in the beginning. Okay, so my first 2 sales jobs, telemarketing and door-to-door makeup sales.
Bro, I did the knives.
You did knives?
I did the knives.
Got lucky. I did makeup.
Bro.
I don't even know what do you call that? I don't even know what do you call is it bronzer? The one that's sparkly? Sparkly? Yeah, we're going to go with bronzer. I want to see you nod. He's like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. I do not know where you're going with this, but okay.
I literally used to be like at the door, like, I'm telling you, this is really good, like just playing around with it. And I feel like out of pity, they'd buy. I was like, hey, if it works, it works.
They bought though.
They did. I learned confidence on another level ever since that experience. But the way people would like run away from like commission jobs or anything with sales, they just had a negative stigma. But I feel like right now it's kind of transitioning a little bit. Like I see a lot of people with their own products and they're okay promoting it. I don't think that was the case a couple years ago. Like it was a little like, I'm posting too much. I don't think they'll like it too much. You know what I mean?
Well, because before COVID, you know what I'm saying? Like we had egos, right? We all had jobs. We all, you know what I'm saying? Value.
Is your revenue stuck? If you're an entrepreneur and your revenue is stuck, you don't need to fix your products or services. You need new audiences to discover you more consistently. Podcast guesting is an ideal way to be discovered 24 hours a day by your ideal clients. And guess what? The more people that know you, the more people can flow you. Head over to podcastmasterypack.com and take advantage of your first or next podcast.
Value. You know what I mean? Like, but then after COVID, it was like, yo, you saw that, okay, you know what? Maybe I don't want to go back to that job.
Yeah.
But what do I have to do to not go back to that job? I got to go in on whatever it is I'm doing. So if I'm doing hair, then you know what? I got to do the hell out of some hair. That means I got to post every, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. Yo, Look at this before and after. You know what I'm saying? Like, boom, I took her from a bob yesterday to hair down her back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like whatever spin that you have to put on it.
Yeah.
Because it's all marketing.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what people they're scared of the word marketing. You know what I'm saying? Because, you telemarketing. It's like, no, listen, stop being afraid. Yeah. Multi-level marketing. But it's all advertising.
100%.
And once you make people really realize that, don't be afraid to advertise. Just, okay, cool. Do I have your core audience? Do you want to get in front of that core audience? This is what it's going to cost. Is that okay with you? Okay, well, what's your budget? Cool. Let's have that conversation. But you have so many people that the minute you say, yo, like, I want you to advertise with me, right? Why don't you advertise on my podcast? Oh, man. Like,
I got this budget.
Bro.
Like, oh, boy.
But you wearing a $20,000 fake chain. Bro, I was at InvestFest, right?
Tell me about InvestFest.
So before going to InvestFest, okay, like I really had to have a come to Jesus moment. I'm like, you know what? I got to focus on this, and this. I got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
A lot of moving parts. I'm like, do I really want to spend this money? So I'm like, okay, only way you can spend this money is if you go down there and figure out how to make some money.
Fair.
Okay. So InvestFest to me wasn't about being in a room as previous conferences were.
What was the goal here?
InvestFest was A, to connect with the other entrepreneurs, and B, to make some money. Okay.
Yeah.
So I figured it out. I got to tell a certain point. All right. So I figured out a way.
It's gonna be good.
All right. I figured out a way before I got there to communicate with all the vendors. Okay. So
how'd you do that?
So I communicated with all the vendors.
Okay.
Before I got there, and I'm like, hey, I'm offering personal paparazzi and sales to anybody that's interested. If you need help selling your product, you can hire me I think I did $100 for 30 minutes or $150 for an hour. Right? Once you book me up, then I'm booked for the day. First day, actually Friday, got no hits. So I'm like, shit. So Friday, what I did was I took flyers down and I started boom, 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 hitting everybody with flyers.
Yeah.
They said the same thing. Then I said, you know what? They got to see that it works. Because anybody could say that they could sell a product.
Yeah.
So I went down and I'm like, all right, bet. I had my crew with me. And I'm like, listen, y'all do what y'all need to do. Y'all work, boom, boom. I need to go talk to these vendors. So they went to go see everybody speak and all this stuff.
Yeah.
I just went and sold everybody products. So people saw that I could actually move the needle. I'm stopping people. I'm like, yo, bro, like, nothing personal, bro. No homo.
These are the vendors you're talking to?
No, these are people.
Okay, I got you.
So I'm like, no homo, but if you don't go see her, you know what I'm saying, get some lotion on them ashy ass knuckles, bro.
Oh no.
You know what I'm saying? Like, like you looking bad out here. You know what I'm saying? Like I hate to put it to you like that, bro, but real quick, she gonna put you together. You know what I'm saying? Sweetheart, come here real quick. Boom. He needs some lotion for his hands. You know what I'm saying? Like, boom. She sold lotions and all that stuff, right?
That's wild.
Boom.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying? My job is to put, now you handle that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you sell it to him, you sell it to him. If you don't, you don't, but you see it works.
Yeah.
So she didn't hire me. The person that saw me do it hired me. Right? So I go, boom. Got 2 hours out of them. I go a couple hours over, rinse and repeat. Yo, real quick. You got any kids? All right, bet. You know any kids? You know what I'm saying? Like they say no, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
All right, you know any kids? All right, look, my homie right here, he created this great game. It's going to help educate your kids about financial literacy. You ever play that little flip game?
Yeah.
Bet. This is flip with financial literacy tied to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, boom. So I'm selling his game.
Yeah.
Homie was like, yo, did you email me? Yes, I did. That's me. What you doing tomorrow? They go on lunch at 1 o'clock? Bet. Can you be here from 1 to 3?
I love this.
Right?
Yeah.
Bet. I show you that it worked. It's the teriyaki chicken effect. Right?
Oh, like the sample of the food. Okay. I was like teriyaki.
You know what I'm saying? Like you go around the mall. How many times I don't flip my hat back and forth, and I'm like acting like I'm a different person. I'm like, yeah, I'll try one. I got half full and shit, right? But it's to show you, yo, this is good. This is delicious. This works. Now I showed you I can move your needle, right? Bet. Now that's step one. Hey, I can show you that I am who I say I am, and I do what I say I do. Bet. Now, yo, you want to get your product in front of more people? I got this dope network that I'm launching that will do what I just did for you times 10. Just give me some time, but I'll work with you. Okay?
Using the past successes you have too.
I built the trust. So that's the whole thing that we have to understand within our community is that sometimes you're going to have to go out and show people that you are who you say that you are, because there's a lot of people who aren't.
Yeah.
But then also do a follow-up in a proper way that's not like they owe you something, because nobody owes you anything. But it's like, yo, like, if you saw what I did at InvestFest, right? Because I did a video of it, and then I'm going to go show you that video. Bet I could do this for you times 10. And we don't even have to talk to each other.
Do you have a marketing course out?
Working on it.
You need to have a marketing course. I just took a marketing course like right now during this podcast episode. That's literally.
But, you know, once again, though, in our community, we want to question everything. Like the podcast course that the guy was talking about.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, like that's raw. Podcast automation? I ain't got to think. Nobody wants to think anymore, right?
100%.
So if you're telling me I don't have to think, oh, yeah, give me a sample. I'm good, right?
100%.
Bet. All right, bet. Free game right here, right? Ooh. What I would do if that's my product, hey, I'll tell you what, man, you got 72-hour free trial, right? You just got to put your credit card in. After that 72 hours, you mine. No obligation. You know what I'm saying? But after that 72 hours, you with me for a month. You know what I'm saying? There you go. You could, I'll program the AI chatbot. Any questions? Put them right here. 24-hour customer service.
Give him that teriyaki chicken.
Teriyaki chicken.
I like that. I might have to steal that. I might steal that, just so you know. I'm like,
because think about it. How many times did you look at the TV? Yo, I got 3 days left. Think by the time you go remember to cancel that shit, hit your account, and there ain't no refunds. It'll cancel for next month.
All right, man.
It's done.
You knew what was coming.
It's done.
You signed right at the bottom.
What do we need to talk about?
So let me ask you this as we draw towards the end. I kind of want to see your vision of where you see local TV going within the next, I feel like a lot of people do projections that are way out there. Let's talk about the next 3 years. Where do you see yourself positioned in local TV?
I want it to be the anti-Zeus and the more ethical Tubi.
I like that.
Right?
Yeah.
I love how Zeus built their network. I don't like what their network represents. I love how Tubi built their network, but I don't like what their
what's on Tubi.
Fair enough. But not even that, but it's like their business model as far as the creatives go, right?
What's their business model?
Right now, and please, you know what I'm saying, like y'all do your own research. And there's no hate, this is business. But I don't feel like you should have to watch my content 1,000 times for me to make $1.
Oh, so it's an
ad-based platform.
I see what you're saying. Okay, I got you.
Which I get because everything is broken down, you know what I'm saying, like 1 million viewers, you know what I'm saying, like, well, we are getting only $1,000 in ads.
Yeah.
So you do the math, it's going to take you a while to generate $1, right?
To it. Yeah, 100%.
So what we did was we created a business model that sidesteps that. Because I get why they do what they do. It's not like they're just kind of like just screwing everybody, but they're doing it based upon the numbers. I'm also doing it based upon the numbers, but I look at the numbers differently. I look at it and I say, all right, well, listen, bro, I can't afford to pay you this out of pocket. But what I will do is I will okay you making money off of it. And I can show you how. Right? Yeah. They're not going to let you do that because they want to squeeze everything. Nope. I just want your, nope. What did we agree on?
Just focus on this.
Yeah.
Stay in your lane.
Right?
Stay in your lane.
So it's like the conversation is just different. And I feel like that once creatives understand that and then they hear that, it's like, bro, like just sit down, let's have a conversation. You know what I mean? But don't take it that just because we look alike, that green lights you to really like try to dissect everything that, you know, the network is doing.
No, 100%.
Because, you know, like people are quick to try to count your pockets, right? Listen, I came in here, I thought you was dope. I was like, wait a minute, brother, are we safe? Is somebody gonna kick in the door? Like, hey, brother.
100%. And
I didn't bring nothing with me. But it's like, you know, people will try to count your pockets because they look like you, right?
Yeah.
But we see all these boats at the yacht, you know, at the marina and everything, and we just admire it. We're like, oh man, that's nice.
I want to get one of those.
We don't be like, man, I wonder how many ass he got. I wonder, how they break that down?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
for video over here.
No, like, but you would do that to me? Is that fair?
You think it's like a comfort level, essentially, is what it is?
It shouldn't be. Think about how they trying to do Deion, right?
Mm-hmm. Like Deion Sanders?
Yeah. He's not allowing it. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's like, why you leaving the HBCU?
Oh, that...
Right? They paying me 20 times more.
One of the biggest deals, right? In
yes.
Football, easy. He's probably getting paid even more.
Bro, they showed it today. Their ticket price went from $175 a ticket to $575 a ticket.
If it's $575, that would make it the highest.
$517. I'm sorry, $518, and it's the highest because Ohio State is number 2 at $512.
And it's Colorado. They won what? One game last year?
Nobody paid attention to Colorado.
I didn't even know what Colorado was.
Cameron was on the sidelines at the Colorado game today, right?
It's the same thing. Deion, it's crazy because, like, right now we're in Miami, right? South Florida. And the same effect that Messi has had on Miami FC, I don't know if you've been following up with that. Insane, right? Went from last place to potentially winning like 2 giant cups that they have no business winning. Mm-hmm. And now they're the biggest ticket. You have people flying in. You've got Floyd Mayweather. You've got LeBron. Like people flying in. One person. And when people said he turned down like $1 billion contract, like, you're crazy. You're crazy. But he did the numbers on that. With all those Apple deals and whatnot. Mm-hmm. I mean, it just goes to show you what content, number one, can do or what it can generate. This man is essentially a content creator on the field. Yeah. His content generates billions of dollars. But I think people sleep on the impact content can actually have.
Now watch how this comes back home, right? Mm-hmm. This comes back to looking at your situation in a different way, right?
Yeah.
If we did it based upon the face value, then he would have took the $1 billion. But he would have left $2 billion on the table.
I'm not gonna lie, though, I would have thought about it.
Who wouldn't? I mean, but how many of us are in that position, right?
That's true. That's true.
But let's equate that. Let's say if I offer you nothing up front, right? Tubi offers you $1,000 to put your content up there.
Okay.
Right? And what deal would you take?
I would take yours, but I will say I have a high pain tolerance. So I'm that kid that'll stare at that cookie and not even touch it. Like, I'll wait. So just so I can get 2 cookies. Because
the reality of it is I'm going to show you how to make that 1,000, you know what I'm saying, within the first week.
Yeah, I don't even like cookies. Yeah.
But it's a difference, right? Yeah. At face value. And we have to not be afraid to have that conversation and understand that, like, you know what? It's a little bit of work on everybody's end, but the ultimate goal is this. I only care about the ultimate goal.
100%. So it's like leading with that transparency.
Yeah, but I understand that in order for you to walk with me, you got to trust me. So let me show you how we about to get to this money. And then everything else is in line, because once the money's off the table, we're going to have a hard, ugly conversation first. All right, bet. Now all the conversations that we have is about content. Like, all right, bet.
That's super important because I've had like that avoidant personality, but I realized that the easiest way to kind of just dead everything as far as like those uncomfortable conversations you may have to have in the future.
Have it up front.
Address it right then. Get it out the way. You're done.
Bro.
If anything's off, it's like, we did talk about this.
I've had it with videographers. I had it with everybody, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like, that's the biggest downfall. Now you got beef. It's like, oh man, because of the numbers, right? Everybody mad at Puffy, right? Everybody mad at Puffy. But have you looked at the record deals from? You remember Cadillac? What's that? Cadillac Records. The movie with Beyonce. Ella.
I think that's one of the ones that fell through the cracks for me.
What that song? I know I just murdered that, but
Cadillac Records.
Yeah.
I don't think I saw that one. I think it fell through the cracks.
Etta James is the is who it's about, right?
Okay.
But those deals back then, man, they still locked in. They still ain't getting no royalties, right? But we see Puffy gave back everybody's royalties, and we like, oh, he did it too late. Oh, you could have kept that. I'm only getting $100 off of it. It's like, my nigga, but you got it back.
I feel like there's nothing Puff could have done.
Nothing. Because in our culture, we feel like because we know of people, we get too comfortable and familiar.
Yeah.
You don't know me like that, bro. Like, the level on which we know each other is this. We're not going to make it that because we had that conversation early. Let's just stick with the deal.
100%.
Now, if something blows up, the deal states we can revisit the deal.
But until then, though, we talked about this.
Because, it's boom. If you hit this, all right, cool. That's a whole nother conversation. I didn't know you was going to bring in $1 million, brother.
Brother.
Right? Of course we're going to revisit the deal, right? Because it's the ethical and right thing to do. No, you know what I'm saying?
Like there's obviously some nuance in there, but I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, if you can see you outperformed whatever the original agreement is, but if you're just doing it for the sake of,
bro, I got somebody right now, just to kind of stay on track and not stretch this out. But I got somebody right now. I'm like, listen, I told my business partner, I'm like, yo, tell him send us content, you know what I'm saying? And we go ahead and put it together. He just got to sign the agreement. He want to talk to you. What we need to talk about, bro? You only got 1,000 damn views on YouTube, bro. And I'm talking about in total. I'm not talking about for one video. So it's like, bro, you're not even bringing that. So, but I see where you can go with it. And we go walk through that. But for right now, I'm not going to have no comment.
It kind of goes back to that meaning of not every customer is for you.
No.
In the beginning, I was like, I'll take any customer. Ooh, realized really quick, that's not the best approach. Mm-mm. Not every customer is the same. Anyone difficult, I'd rather not.
They'll make you want to quit.
Money back. I'm like,
they'll make you want to quit.
100%.
They'll make you really re-question, what was my original vision? Why did I start this? I don't want to deal with these niggas.
Now I got gray hair. I got high blood pressure off this one person.
Facts. And then it just doesn't become worth it. So in order to avoid all of that, I made a video that's on local TV, LOKUL. You can download it on Fire Stick or Roku right now.
Yeah.
But I made a video called The Local Address. And it's like, yo, just watch the video, bro. It answers all your questions. I'm sitting on camera. My assistant, my VP is off camera. And he's firing all the questions.
Yeah.
But the first thing I say is, I don't have to answer to you niggas. But I will.
100%. There's no obligation there, but I'll do it.
And think of it like this. This is your show. You don't have to answer to nobody, bro. If I'm not paying you, no. Why are we talking?
100%.
I'm losing money talking to you. But, you know what I'm saying? 100%. I'll send you the link to the video where I've already answered that question.
And if you have questions, maybe I can help you.
No. If you have questions, send it to him.
And then send it to him. And then send it to...
If it comes back to me, then I'll answer it. But it got to go through these people first before it makes it back to me. Because
I think that's fair, 100%.
Am I going to call and talk to Ted Turner? No. I can't get none of these people on the phone.
So my TV's off right now.
Yeah, brother. Mr. Spectrum, listen, man. Right? It don't work that way.
100%.
But we have to also understand that it's okay to do business. It's okay to handle your business as a business. Just real talk, bro, you don't owe me nothing. If I text you, you don't have to respond. Oh, you acted funny? You know what I'm saying? No. Call the number. You can book your time.
Yeah.
Right? No, I run the business like a business. And even with my friends, if I know I have to talk to you about business, yo, I just booked a time slot. That's the only thing I'm texting you. Yo, check your calendar. I just booked a time with you, bro.
That's awesome, man. At the very least, it shows that you actually respect their time, too.
because we're talking business.
100%.
And the only way we're going to respect each other's business, think about it like this. If you got a friend and y'all fall out, but y'all got business ties, but y'all have always handled the business as business, our personal don't have nothing to do with that. Yo, what's up with the business?
Should still be able to handle
our weekly call still on because it's a business, bro. Personal ain't got nothing to do with this. When I see that the personal starts to affect the business, exit strategy. I don't want to,
That's just downhill from there. 100%.
So, but we have to be okay with just handling business as business, bro. Like, none of this is personal.
Speaking of business, where can people find out about your business? Or, because we were talking about local TV, right? How do people get in touch with you as far as potentially putting their content on your platform?
First and foremost, if you text the word local, LOKUL, to 33777, you'll get a link to everything.
That's it?
That's it.
I got to get one of those. Do that one more time. I'm like, take notes here. You just send a text. You know,
text the word local.
Yeah.
Shit. Text the word.
Say wrong side.
Text the word local, LOKUL, to 33777. Answer the 3 questions, and you'll get a link to everything.
I'm going to get one of those text numbers. You have to show me how to do that. That's
bro, comes in handy, bro.
I'm putting that on my notes here. All right, so my last question for you, and I am sure in the future we're going to have a part 2, just so you know.
Let's get it, man.
But what I want to do is for the next time where you actually come up, I want to be able to play back the video and go, okay, he did do that thing he said he was going to do. So actually 2 questions. I got 2 questions for you. I'm going to be stingy. 2 questions for you. First question would be, what goal do you have in the next calendar year that you're going to achieve? What goal do you have that's scary, but you know you're going to achieve within a year?
By this time next year, we will have a production studio.
Woo! I like it.
Yeah.
That was quick.
We may have to relocate, but we will have a production studio.
You come down to South Florida?
And listen, between Atlanta and Dallas.
Good spots too.
Yeah. But it's like for the level that I want to do things on, it's like, no, like I want to have it where it's easier for creators to come and create. You know what I'm saying? Because everyone doesn't have an amazing facility.
Stop.
A one-stop shop, 32 cameras, you know what I'm saying? Full lighting, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? Like if y'all want to come and get y'all podcast shot and y'all content, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got the producer all on the couch with you. Come to Death Row.
I like that. I'm definitely going to chop that up. Just so you know. That's getting chopped up.
No, we're going to have a facility, but we're going to do it in a way where we're not just going to open and close. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of people who they have this awesome vision out the gate. You know what I'm saying? We're just going to do it smart. You know, we're going to allow the people to make us a scale, but I have a clear vision as to what that looks like. So, we'll have that in a year.
I like that. Final question to you. I really like that vision. Am I one of the few people to get this on? How many people have this on camera?
You. Yeah,
I'm going to have so much fun with this video. What? Exclusive over here. Okay. My final question to you. As for the podcast, we have a lot of people that watch. They're actually like beginner entrepreneurs or maybe not even started, right? I don't know if you know, but I used to work in the service industry for like the longest time. And one of the hardest...
Lil Shans, man.
You said what?
Lil Shans, man.
Oh, no, I was better. No, I was a bartender. He was a server. I ain't wear no apron. I didn't do that. That's a Shans thing. But the hardest thing, though, because I used to try to start little businesses, but after like a month, I'd feel like I'd get pulled back. You know what I mean? And it was like crabs in a barrel mentality, because whenever I would tell people about, we can do this, it was even back to your network marketing idea. Whenever I put, it's a scam, scam. And it was just pulled me down every single time. It wasn't until I listened to Les Brown that kind of got me out of that funk. And I was like, all right.
Did you meet Les at the podcast summit?
I didn't.
I did.
Dude.
Got a picture and everything and a video. Sent it to my dad. Not to rub it in, but hey, all good.
I'm just going to cry on the podcast. That's cool. So what advice would you give to that person that was, I guess, Tany back in the day, right? Actually watching this podcast and want to get out there and do something, but I just need that little push.
Stop talking, start building.
One more time.
Stop talking, start building.
I like that.
Why are we talking? Why you keep telling people your ideas?
You were a coach before. You were a coach.
I coach. I do coach.
I knew it. I knew it. I really was about to get down to do push-ups.
No, but it's like sometimes you talk too much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we're all the same way in our culture because we want to show that, yo, I'm dope at this, right? But no, sometimes you just gotta get in the kitchen and start cooking, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, let the lasagna speak for itself. But
you got teriyaki chicken, you know, on this side, like, you got lasagna on the other.
Whatever it is that you're cooking up, but it's like, allow it to speak for itself. And if it don't, then only you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, I can't end the podcast any better than that. Make sure you check them out. Links are down below, probably showing right in front of me or right in front of him. Right here. Yep. The links are all over. Yeah.
I'm holding it in my hands, people. Right here.
I'm definitely going to put it.
You see this? All right. If you love me, you're going to click this. If you like me a little, still click it. If you don't even know me, click it anyway. Just click it, please.
I was like, wait till you see these animations. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Flipping Tables Podcast.